Hey everybody, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. So I have a quick show and tell video for you. Today I am hopping with the Third Thursday's blog hop, and our theme this month is Halloween or Autumn. So I decided I was going to stamp with the Harvest Hello stamp set, and I was debating between the pumpkin and the apple. I've decided to go ahead and use the apple today for the project. And this week on my blog, I'm featuring Z-fold card designs. So this is going to be a Z-fold card as well. This one's a little different than one I've made in the past, but I had received one as a demo swap not too long ago. So I'll show you how it goes together. So I'm going to be using Harvest Hellos for the apple, and I'm going to be using Country Home for my sentiments. I just wanted something a little bit different than these sentiments for my project today. So we'll get to those in a minute. I'm using Very Vanilla cardstock, and I'm using the Toll Tidings Designer Series paper. And as you can see, I've already stamped and cut out, die punched a few of the apples. But this paper is two-tone. One's green with vanilla and one's red, and the two sides are reversible. So there's a bunch of really pretty prints for that. I'm going to be using Garden Green Real Red as my layers, and I've cut out a piece of Very Vanilla with my Stitched So Sweetly Scalloped rectangle die here. I use that all the time now. So some of my favorites going into this card. So let me start by kind of laying out the design. So you can see I've got an 11 by 4 1/4 piece of Very Vanilla. I've scored it at 5 1/2, and then I scored it again at 2 3/4. So half and then half again. And then I've folded it up to make our typical Z-fold card. Now, instead of it going this way, it's going to go this way. And you're probably thinking, what is she doing? It won't stand up like that. It'll fall over. Well, let's put it together and then we'll see. So I'm going to start by putting just a liner piece, this garden green piece, in the back here. So I'm going to bring in my adhesive, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of adhesive. So I'm going to tack this down. So this is cut to be in just a little bit. So there's a little bit of vanilla framing all the way around. Now I could have textured that with one of my embossing folders, but I opted to just keep it simple. Okay, so there's step one. Now, like I said, I've already cut this one with my Stitch So Sweetly, and I've cut this red one to be just slightly larger. And so this is going to go on my card like this. And did you see what I just did? I put it on like this. Now usually you would think, well, if the card's going this way, I'd tack it, right? And it would open this way. Well, we could do that. But we're actually going to put it together, and we're going to tack it here at the top. So this part stays closed, and this part is going to slide in and out. So there's our little twist on our card today. So let me show you how I made my elements. So I have a piece of this Toll Tidings paper. I'm going to use my apple stamp, and I'm just going to stamp that on there. You can see I've already done a couple. And then I'm going to use my Apple Builder punch, and I'm going to come in and punch that out. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 cards. Now, this punch also will die cut the leaf. So I'm just going to go ahead and do another one just to get another leaf. And because the flip side is the garden green, I now have a leaf to use on my apple. So here we go. I have 3 apples, 3 leaves, and I've got some more paper. So let's go ahead and put this piece. I'm going to go with the green showing, so I'm putting the adhesive on the red. This is going to go here as a mat. Okay, so all the green is going in the background. There's that. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I'm going to stamp on the front the Simply Thankful for All Good Things. And I'm going to use my Real Red. And I'm just going to put this near the top. I can see through my block, so that makes it really easy to place. Okay, now that's going to get layered onto my Real Red. Just like that. And now I'm just going to put adhesive here at the top. So I'm going to center this. So my framing is about equal all the way around. And I just want to make sure I'm lining it up on my pattern paper there. And I'm going to flip it over so that I don't smudge that ink. right? Nothing worse than getting it all put together and then you smudge your ink. So there's the basic fold, right? There's the basic card, tucks underneath. So now I'm going to build these apples in for a little extra embellishment. So I'm just going to go ahead and use, well, I'm just going to do this. Put down some adhesive. Now I could have put it on the back, but I didn't want it to overlap in the wrong places. So I just put some down right there, and I'm just going to stick these to it. Okay, and I'm going to let them overlap. And then I've got my last one. I'm just going to build it up like a pile of apples. Just like that. Now, because these are small, I'm going to go ahead and use glue dots to put them down. So I just stick them to my glue dots. It's like making your own stickers. And then I'm going to pull these off and add them for some embellishment. Now they can kind of tuck under. They don't all have to go up, even though that tends to be the way I put them on. But they can kind of just poke out and be a little bit of embellishment. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just going to open this up, and now I've got a little section here, and I'm going to stamp this other greeting there. So grateful for someone like you in my life. So there's our card. There's our Z-fold card for today for the blog hop. So harvest time, good apples, right? And then that'll just fold up. It tucks underneath, and then it actually would stand up like that. I know you can't really see that on camera, but it will stand up on a table. So it's kind of like a display card, which is kind of fun. So there's another Z-fold. If you're interested in other Z-folds that I've shared this week, you can go back and see the other blog posts from this week. The whole week has been focused on Z-fold cards. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will hop along to the next blogger who is sharing today with their harvest card. And I wish you all happy stamping. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.